And today I will be replacing the rack and pinion on a Toyota Sienna, and this will apply from 2004 all the way up to 2010 and very similar for all the years too. This is a bare rack and pinion in slick and fluid, so we're gonna go ahead and replace it, and I'll be providing all the specifications for the manufacturer. So let's go ahead and do it. And the first thing we do is we tighten the steering wheel pointed to the front of the vehicle and do not let it move and keep it like that during the entire process. And I have already jacked up the vehicle from beneath. 21mm wheel nut. This is another 21mm nut for the outlet tie rod here. We're gonna loosen. Very stuck, but got to loosen already. 17mm nut for the outlet tie rod here. Let's remove the swivel link here. Sometimes this one they just turn and turn. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna use this wobble adapter here with a 12mm socket to remove the swivel bushings bolt from beneath the vehicle. And this is the passenger side here. I'm gonna be removing those two bolts and the swivel bushings. You can see them, 12mm bolts again, and I'm gonna be doing that from the top of the engine. I'm not gonna be removing them from here. You can remove them from here, from the bottom, or either from the top of the engine. So let me try to do it from the top of the engine so you can see it. Alright, here from the top, again the wobble adapter here and the wobble socket, swivel socket, as you can see. And I'm gonna be using a very long extension, 2 feet extension, so it can reach the bolts on the swivel bushings all the way to the bottom. Now I'm gonna go beneath to put the socket and the head of the bolt, and place the socket on top of the head of the bolt. And let me go back to the top of the engine so I can remove the bolts from there. Trying to place the socket on top of the head of the bolt on the other side here. And I can see these bushings are all messed up. They are not good at all. They are damaged, so they will have to be replaced too at the end of this job. And this is the driver's side again, removing these bolts here and the other swivel bushing here from beneath the vehicle. Just to mention something, before removing these swivel bushings, please remove the swivel links first, so the swivel links can release the pressure on the swivel, so it can be easy for you to remove them. I'm gonna be removing this hose right now, so I'm gonna take out the clamp in order for me to take it out. And always have a bucket on the floors because the fluid comes out, and so otherwise the fluid is gonna land on the floor. This is a 17mm flare nut wrench. I'm gonna be using this one to remove the high pressure line. Again, the wobble adapter here with a big extension, and I'm gonna be removing this fitting from the bottom of the engine, from beneath the engine. Alright, got it out already. Cleaning the steering column here a little bit with a starter fluid. And always make some marks on the old rack and pinion and also on the steering wheel column, just in case if you get confused, so these marks can be a reference for the new one that is coming in. This is a 12mm bolt for the intermediate shaft right there. 19mm bolt here on this side for the steering rack mounting bolt, and 17 on this side here. I have to take them out right now. I have to hold it with the wrench here on this side. Alright, the other mounting bolt on the passenger side here, and this wobble adapter is the best option for me. Alright, exactly on top of the rack and pinion there is a 12mm bolt that is holding this hose here with a bracket, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. Alright, this is the driver's side again. I'm gonna be disconnecting the steering column from the rack and pinion already. But for that to happen, I have to push down the rack and pinion in order for me to have the space to pull up the steering column so I can disconnect both of them. Alright, it went down a little bit already. Alright, beautiful. I disconnected already from the rack and pinion. Alright, this steering rack is coming out already, but if you can have someone on the other side, they can push it to this side and you can pull it out from here. Alright, it doesn't come out anymore because of this fitting, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. By the way, this fitting is for the line next to the high pressure line. Alright, I took it out already, so it's not on the way anymore. Alright, when you're bringing this out, just play with it when you're bringing it out, since the shaft right there that connects with the steering column is so big, so you have to be fighting with it. Just turn it around and that's the way to pull it out. My friend on the other side is a great help because he's pushing it from there, so he can make it easy for me to pull it out here. And now I can see through, as you can see right there, without the steering rack on the way. I can see the catalytic converter too. I mean, you can see through, as you can see right there, the big space. And make sure you compare both of them to make sure they both the same, and also make sure you center the new one. Alright, here is all the information you need to do this job, so take a look at it. Alright, and this video was part 1. If you want to watch part 2, just click in the description below. Thanks for watching and stay blessed.